In wartime, there is enough blame. Who struck the first blow? I cannot say. They enslaved you, twisting the bracelets to their corrupted ways. We retaliated by destroying their aqueduct. We established an outpost, Zula, in the north, to watch the Serpent Men and prevent them from joining with their allies. And I began to formulate a powerful sorcery to ensure the safety of our people. The war continues, child. I cannot say when it will end. They may not remember us. They may not have been born among us. But I urge you to join us. Resist. Sabotage the giant kings and their works. We are coming for you.
Alright, welcome back YouTube to our official solo PvP playthrough. This is chapter 3 of the series, and on our last episode we were able to build our first base here. We got all the benches we needed. We knocked ourselves out a few bench thralls. We went up to the frozen north, got star metal. So we're going to continue farming, building up our base, building up our resources, knocking out more thralls, getting everything we need before we pick up our base and move, because this is not a safe location. To be able to survive as a solo, we're going to need to build a base that's going to cost our raiders a lot of dragon powder and time to give us a chance to defend or grab all of our loot and flee before they completely destroy our base. I mean, after all, this is Conan Exiles. They'll roll up on me 10-man deep, wipe me as a solo, and brag about it in global chat. Nobody on Conan Exiles cares whether you're a new player, a solo, they don't care. They just want your loot, or they want to get rid of the competition. So we will use our game knowledge and survive. I do not plan on being a larger clan's loot pinata, or having them wipe me and I wake up in the desert and type in global chat, you guys only wiped me because I was solo, and you guys are 10-man. If I had 5 more players, I would totally fucking wipe you guys. Because if we act like that, those guys are just gonna get a chubby for like a week thinking they're so fucking powerful and shit. At the same time, they're at sinkhole 5-man deep chasing a solo and killing them and just talking shit in global. You suck. You need to get gooder. You died because you suck, and has nothing to do with our 5-man chasing you around at sinkhole. And the few times you do run into them out there in the world solo, and then they call their friends and they have 4 more come to the obelisk because they're scared they might actually die in a game without their overwhelming advantage. So we're going to build our base thick. We're going to make these guys work for it. If they want my loot, they're going to have to work hard. We'll show these guys we are solo, but we are no slouch. These guys will learn. We will show them YouTube. We will have a good time on this server, and we will be a hemorrhoid to these guys. So with that said, we are in Sinner's Refuge, farming up brimstone. Here looking for more tier 4 thralls. There's still several thralls we are missing. So we'll continue to keep checking back at Sinner's Refuge for tier 4 thralls periodically here and there. Today we got a busy day. We got a lot of farming to do. We need to farm tier 3 mats. And I plan on moving our entire base today. So we got to get all the materials we need. And we need to be able to build out a layout for our new base and get everything moved in our new base before the beginning of raid time. Looks like we got a tier 4 carpenter here. So we don't have a carpenter yet, so we're gonna knock this out, take it back to base, and start taming it. Get these NPCs off me.
Gods take you.
Awesome, now he's out. Let's get him on the rope, get him back to base. Alright, we're back in base. Got the hyena following me in like usual. It's pretty annoying, but I'm getting used to it, unfortunately. And press play. There we go, we got a carpenter cooking up. Oh god. Hello? I'm stuck. Hello? Can't move. Yeah, just what we needed. Executions that can bug out so you can't fucking move at all. Okay, I literally can't do anything, and this fucking archer just murder me while I'm standing here and can't do nothing. I don't know what to do. It's letting me move a little bit when I crouch, but that's literally all I can do. Can't heal. If I stand up, I can't do anything. I'm like stuck in this execution animation and I cannot get out of it. So let's just log out. Log back in. Find out if this fixes it. Alright, that's better. Looks like everything's good now. We're chilling. After that, these archers definitely have to die. That's what you get for trying to kill me while I was a statue. I don't really mind the execute. It's alright. Kind of annoying that it puts NPCs at 1 HP. I don't know. Hopefully I don't get that bug again. That's the first time I've gotten that. Hopefully I don't get it anymore, because yeah, that'll get your ass killed.
I've never wanted to be here.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Something good. Smelter. We'll take it. Can always use another smelter. Easy. Look at that. Another smelter in the bag. Let's take her home. Oh, no, she's not on the rope. There we go. Now let's take her home. There we go. Another thrall in the gibbet to tame up. And another hyena in the house. Well, I guess he can just sleep in my bed. We're back in the silver mine once again to farm stone for bricks and get a bunch of coal for our furnaces. I really need to make some better armor and weapons. I'm still running around with horrible armor. It's like plant fiber or whatever I can find on the ground. And the star metal sword is not very good at all. We need to go pick ourselves up Musashi's Black Blade, but we just got so much on our agenda at the moment. I don't have time to go get one right now. Alright, everything is dead. Let's get ourselves some stone. Alright, we're gonna grab some coal too. I wasn't able to get much coal last time I was here. So we need it for our furnace. It burns to it pretty quickly because I got one of the heat efficient furnaces. The heat efficient furnace uses a lot more fuel, but it also cooks stones and the bricks and everything a lot faster. So it's definitely worth it, especially since we're on the clock. We've gotta hurry up. Am I the only one who ever gets this glitch where I'm stuck facing in one direction? Post in the comments. I'm kind of curious because I don't know if that's just me or what. I finally decided to kill this 3-skull boss. I wanted to farm the entire cave. So I started trying to kill it and it took way longer than I was expecting. I do have to say, I do miss back in the day when there was nothing in here but a few scorpions. You just come in here pretty much butt naked and farm all this resources easily. Finally, he's dead. Got a power fragment. I'll take that. I'm gonna quickly farm up some coal and some iron. Got it speeded up to 200%, so let's hurry up and get this done. Alright, we finally made it back to base with our farm. We got coal, we got iron, we got stone. Plan is to cook up all this stone into bricks because we need to make hardened brick for our tier 3 structures that I plan on making. With the improved furnaces, I'm going to take all this stone out so I can put it in the faster furnace. I'm also going to take this tier 4 smelter out so we can put it on the other furnace. There we go, now we got the smelter on there, it'll cook even faster. And let's throw the rest of the stone in here as well. And then we'll fill this furnace up with some iron. Do you guys ever just walk past the summoning place and the music draws you in like?
I will feast upon you.
It was definitely worth it though. We found ourselves a tier 4 alchemist here.
I will drink your blood.
Alright guys, we made it back to base. Got ourselves a witch doctor. We're gonna stick her in the gibbet like always. She loves it in there, she's happy. I'm gonna go over here and grab some gruel. It's gonna be her favorite meal. And if she doesn't like it, she can wrap it up, stick it in the fridge, and save it for later. We don't do Takis or fruit snacks here. She's gonna learn to love this gruel. Alright guys, we made our way up to Savannah. We need to farm a bunch of hide so we can turn it into tar and we can make steel fire for steel reinforcements. So we'll be up here farming the rhinos, farming the elephants, farming the tigers. Oh, it's so cute. Oops. Alright, we made it back to base with our hide. We're going to put the elephant hide and the rhino hide in the tanner's table, stretch it so we get a little more hide out of it so we get more tar. And we will put the rest of the hide in the improved tannery so it can make us some tar so we can make steel fire for our steel reinforcements. Heck yeah. Alright, it looks like our smelter is complete. Our carpenter is complete. So let's take those out. Alchemist is still cooking, so we'll leave that. There we go. Alchemist is in the improved Firebolt Cauldron. Steel Fire is cooking a little faster. Alright, we need to craft up some more iron reinforcements. Let's grab the iron ingots out of these furnaces. Put those in the smithy. Alright, let's throw our carpenter in the carpenter's bench. Now next time we go farm a bunch of wood, we'll be able to craft shaped wood a lot faster. Alright, we're back in Sinner's Refuge, farming brimstone and looking for tier 4 thralls once again. Looks like we have a tier 4 Mitra Priest, so I guess we'll knock that out. Wouldn't hurt to have one, just in case I want to use a Mitra God.
Watch out!
You picked the wrong fight.
What the heck is this priest wearing? Looks like he's into BDSM. Jesus Christ. Well, it's a good thing, because I'm about to tie his ass up and stuff him in a cage. Alright, we're back to base with our Mitra Priest. We're gonna stuff him in the gibbet because he loves that shit. Obviously with the outfit he's wearing. So, yeah, I'm sure he's having the time of his life. Alright, so I want to go build our new base. So we're gonna farm up wood and we're gonna go farm up stone from the silver mine. That way we can make sandstone structures, and we're going to build out the whole layout of our base so we can start building that up. Alright, we're able to get a little bit of wood, and we're going to need a lot of stone. That way we can make a bunch of sandstone structures. This is the best place to be, farming the rock slide here in the silver mine. Alright, looks like we can make 593 sandstone foundations. Alright, we are in the northern jungle at the temple. We're going to build a big fat base here to keep all of our stuff safe. And we're going to tear down what we already have here, start from scratch, rebuild the entire thing, and then we will move in. This will be our permanent place of residence. Slap a couple doors on here. we go. The front of the base is sealed off. So right here, you can kind of see, when I punch the temple structure, you can look directly inside. So we're going to want to encase the entire temple with foundations to stop people from seeing what's going on in there. Alright, now the whole temple is encased in sandstone foundations. Now they cannot see what's in the lower section of the temple. We no longer need the shack in the middle of our temple, so let's demolish this. Get rid of it. All these boxes are empty. Alright, now my plan is to lay out a bunch of foundations in the back of the temple here. This is where we're going to live. We're going to have all our benches, all our materials, and everything back here. And then the front part of the temple, we're going to have stacked, so it costs our raiders more bombs to get into our base. Alright, now that we have the floor complete, I'm going to put ceilings above our base. That way if they raid the upper section of the base, they cannot just like look through the floor and see what we have in our base. So we'll just go ahead and cover this up too, just to be safe. Alright, with the ceiling complete, we're going to use walls to enclose this area where we plan to put all of our benches. Alright, there we go. It's all finished. The back part of the base. This will house all of our benches and where we will be living. And with the entire temple completely encased in foundations, they cannot see in our base. So we're done with that and we're good. We're going to start with the next section of the building process. So if you're one of the older Conan Exiles players that's been around since before the last few patches, you're aware of the fence stacking, where they would add a bunch of doors to their base because doors have very little health, so it's very easy to raid through a couple doors. So this was one of the most efficient ways to add health to your base. So I am going to teach you the way I stack fence foundations in the Age of War. Now with the patch they released, stopping people from stacking our old ways with fence foundations, they work to a degree. You can't get the fence foundation as close as you used to be able to, but you can still get it pretty dang close. Funcom might not be very happy about me building my base like this, stacking fence foundations, but I read their terms of service and nothing in there states anything about stacking, so it's not against the rules as part of their terms of service. So unless they add fence foundation stacking to the terms of service, I'm going to continue building this way. I've never been banned for it, never been reported for it, so I'm not concerned about it. I'm going to continue building this way. So the first step to stacking is you want to put a wall on top of the fence foundation in front. This is going to stop your fence foundation from trying to snap up on top of the fence foundation in front of it. And then you want to get it as straight as possible and as close as possible. If your fence foundation is not straight when you place it, when you build from left or to the right, your fence foundation will get closer to the stack in front of it, and it will not allow you to place because it'll say too close to another fence foundation, just like that. So that's all there is to stacking the way I stack here. You can just see, just placing a wall, staying centered, getting as close as I can, making it straight. You will have a couple mess ups and you might have to delete the row and start over, but I don't know, this is the way I like to do it. I've seen one other video where people use gates and get 3 on a foundation, but that's even further spread apart than what I have here. So if you were looking for a way to stack fence foundations similar to how we used to back in the day, here you go. This is how I do it. The only problem with stacking this way is each row of fence foundations counts as its own structure. So each row of fence foundation has a different decay timer. And if it's all built like sandstone like I have here, your decay timer is going to be super low and it'll decay. But once you start adding tier 3 to it, the timer goes to the max, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. But just aware, if you're building a layout like I am here, you're going to want to be aware of the decay timer. I'll just kind of show you right here. 28 hours. And this is the longer stacks towards the back, towards the front. It's going to be a lot lower decay timer. Like right here, you see 1 hour decay timer. Like I said, once we add tier 3, all that'll be fixed. Alright, we're on the outside of the temple now. We are going to encase the entire outside of the temple with foundations, similar to what we did on the inside. Some of the foundations from the inside are clipping through the temple and already done for us, but I want to go around the temple and finish filling it in, any of the spots that I missed, and make it complete. Alright, with the layout complete at our new base, I'm back at our old base over here by Sinner's Refuge, and we are going to grab all of our loot and move it over to our new base before raid time starts, and build our base back up with all our benches and start tier 3ing out the new base. We're just grabbing everything that's important to us. Much stuff we can fit in our pockets in this first run. Hopefully we don't get clapped on the way there. There wasn't very many people online right now. It's not raid time, so hopefully we will be good. Because if we get killed on our way there, then we're screwed. And I don't even have armor. I'm literally going to run to base naked. Alright, our inventory is full. This is all we're going to be able to carry. I'm going to put a couple things back that I don't need right now. Like this obsidian, I don't need this. So we can grab star metal out and blacksmith. But other than that, we'll come back for the rest of the stuff. But literally have majority of the entire base on me. Alright, we have returned to our new base in the northern jungle at the temple. So we got all of our loot on us, so we're going to place all of our benches, get this base up and running again, and get it usable. And all our tier 3 mats cooking up, making us stuff we need to build. I also brought our dancer from our old base, so we don't have to worry about corruption. So we brought her here. Alright, hard cut to our base is done. We got all of our benches down. Everything's crafting up for tier 3 materials. All of our loot is put away. And it is operational once again. Alright, with our first bit of tier 3 resources, we're going to go through every single stack, add one piece of tier 3. That will raise the decay timer on all these stacks, so I don't have to worry about them decaying on me while I work on upgrading it all. At the front of the base, the stacks here are way shorter. There's less pieces, so the decay timer is way lower than the rest. So we're going to completely tier 3 out the front section of this base to bring up the decay timer. Alright, so now we have the whole front of the base tier 3'd out. And on the rest of these stacks, I got at least one piece of tier 3 in, so they will not decay on us while we continue building. As you can see here, with all the tier 3, all of our stacks are at complete full decay timer. We no longer have to worry about sections of our base decaying away, so we will be safe. There's a few stacks towards the back here that only have a little bit of tier 3, but the decay is plenty high enough. It's at 187 hours, so we have nothing to worry about. We are good for raid time. Alright guys, so we're going to continue crafting up tier 3 materials. I ran out, so I'm going to continue making more steel reinforcements. I'm waiting on those. I'm waiting on more bricks. So in the next episode, we'll continue building our base, building it thick and fat, and I will see you guys for chapter 4. Appreciate everybody who's watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And hit that bell notification so you don't miss the next episode of Chapter 4 when I post it. Take care, everyone. Peace out.